So just taking off from the last video, I think I jumped out there. We looked at x squared, so the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. And we basically take that square across to get the square root of them. Okay, so we're left with the square root of the total value, which would be 60.52 plus, oh sorry, that's that squared, plus 3650.57. Okay, and that is equal to basically 60.91 newtons. Okay, so it's our magnitude. Okay, now our direction, which is important, which is basically this angle here. Okay, which will actually be, really we should be defining this full angle in a second, but we'll find that angle first and take it away from 180 and find it. So the way we do that is we can use, there's a few methods we can use. The basic method I use is normally the sine rule. All right, so I can say this is the hypotenuse, which is 60. We'll just do another calculation down in the bottom of the sheet here. 60.91 divided by the sine of 90. Okay, so it'll be this hypotenuse over the sine of 90 is equal to this side over that angle. Okay, the sine of that angle. So that'll be our 60.42 divided by the sine, and we'll call it x for the moment. Okay, if we switch them over, sine of 90 is 1, so that's 60.91 is equal to 60.42 over the sine of x. Taking them across and getting the sine inverse of that, we will get that angle equal to 82.72 degrees. Okay, and that's that angle in here. So to finish that off, to give us the proper magnitude and direction, we would have to take 180 away from that, because we always define the direction from the 3 o'clock position up. Okay, so that would be our 182 minus our 180, which would give us our approximately 98 and 90, so it gives 100, it'd be 80, and the 2, it'd be 98 and 97 degrees, we could call it. Okay, so basically this angle will be 97 degrees. So our resultant vector, when we add these two vectors, will be a vector that is basically up here like this. It's 60.91 newtons, and its angle from the base here is approximately 97 degrees. Okay, so that's these two vectors added together. So we broke down the x component and the y component for each vectors. We simply added them together. We were left with a vector, an x component and a y component of the total, and we got the equivalent of that by using Pythagoras' theorem to get the far side of the triangle. And then from that, that's how it gives us our magnitude. And to give us a direction, then we need to find out this angle in here, okay, which we worked out using the sine rule to get 82.72, took that away from 180 to get our 97 degrees. Okay, and that's to find out that vector.